I'm in a public. I don't have to respect them.
You can't disrespect them.
I could disrespect them if I want as well. It's called First Amendment.
Time, place, and manner.
This is my.
I'm explaining to you.
Get your face out of my face.
No, get your hand out of my face.
You came up to me.
Get your hand
Your
out of my
hands
face.
are in his face, sir. Your hands are in his face.
See what happens when you lie? What's done in the dark always comes to the light, man. You lied.
You work for the people. You work for me. You can't be acting like that. Did I give you an attitude? No.
These uninformed cops were no match for the knowledgeable citizens who made them look clueless, especially in the third case where the officer was truly humble. This auditor went to the Lee County gun range to take pictures when a sergeant confronted him with a ridiculous reason.
You guys are done practicing? Well, I mean, I don't know. The lights were on there. The lights were on there. Now it's not. I can go walk through there? Oh, no, not for the moment. I just take. Yeah, I know, but I was just saying I saw through the window, and I was like, the lights are off. I'm just saying. I got a glimpse out of it though.
They pay to be in there.
Oh, I gotcha. I never been here. Okay, now I see how it works. Cool.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man. What's your name?
My name is Mike.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Despite resistance, he continued to film around the property, but moments later, the sergeant came back, escalating the situation.
Got everything else you need?
What was that?
Got everything you need?
Something like that.
You do?
Something like that, yeah. Pretty much.
All right, well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you got a badge number?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
You're not here on official. You're not here on official business.
What do you mean?
I'm not addressing you in official capacity.
Don't you work for the public?
I do.
So why won't you give your name and act
I
professional?
gave you my name. So go back and look at
Yeah,
the
I know,
video.
but your badge number.
If there's anything else I can help you with.
Yeah, your badge number? How do I know it's you? Come on, man. Why you gotta be unprofessional? All your other buddies were cool. Are you ashamed of your badge number? Why'd you come out here though? To address me?
The auditor continued to follow the sergeant inside and wouldn't let him get off so easily.
Can I just get your badge number? I'll be on my way.
I said no.
Why won't you give your badge
Because
number?
we're not here on official capacity. If
You don't have to
be a member
be.
of this range, we can sign you up right over
Nah.
here and you can pay your membership.
What's the attitude? Relax. My business is recording here.
Come back up to me. If it makes you feel uncomfortable in any kind of way, you let me know.
Oh, feelings, you're gonna go with feelings instead of the law? You shouldn't even have that badge if you're gonna act that way.
The sergeant blatantly ignored the law, and that is when the auditor called for a supervisor ready to hold him accountable.
Can I just ask you a question real quick? Does he have a supervisor? Can I get a supervisor, please?
For him?
His supervisor.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Were you looking to speak to a supervisor?
Yeah. I just need that man's badge number
I don't know what his badge number is. Why do you need his badge number?
because I want to file a complaint. Because he's unprofessional, he gave me a bad attitude, and he doesn't want to identify. I came here to record, not trying to interact with nobody. I wanted to know who he was. He's a public servant. He gave me a bad attitude. So I want to file a complaint. Did you guys got complaint forms?
Nope, I don't have them.
So how do I file a complaint on this guy?
You go online.
So I don't know who he is.
Sergeant Mike King.
Sergeant? Mike King?
It is appalling how a sergeant would act so rudely. However, things were about to get more troubling for him as the supervisor confronted him directly.
You don't have a badge number?
I don't know what you got.
Can you just, somebody got to make things so difficult.
You came to me, I didn't talk to you.
Listen, what okay, but hold on. You engaged with me over there. Okay, you talked to me from a distance and I walked up to
You
you.
addressed me.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
You work for the people. You work for me. You can't be acting like that. Did I give you an attitude? No, I didn't give you an attitude in here. I had a very good conversation with your other big buddy that was up here too. I asked you for your I want to know who I engaged with.
I told you my name.
Yeah, but what's your badge number? There can be a lot of last names that you gave me here. I don't know that. I want to know who I engaged with. And it's your policy to identify.
He's the only Mike King.
Mike King. So you guys are you're not gonna give me a badge number. Make it so simple. You're making this thing so hard. Isn't it your policy to identify when any of us asks for your badge number, your name?
Sergeant Mike was a tyrant, and it was time he learned a lesson, and that's when the auditor took him to the cleaners.
I'm gonna find out everything about you now. Salary, pay, disciplinary report. Now I'm gonna put you on blast all over my freaking platform. This is what we don't want to see this, dude. Why do you gotta act like that? I don't understand.
Public range.
Yeah.
If you would like to become a member, you
I understand. And we
That's the
were
end of the discussion.
we were cool with it. I was cool with you.
So I'm I'm a supervisor. I'm
Yeah, that's fine, but he shouldn't be acting like that. I got it on camera. You sure you don't know his badge number?
I swear.
It just makes it easier for me.
No idea. I really have.
What's your name and badge number?
Mike Swift.
What's your-
15050.
That's so hard. No, I don't understand why your coworkers like that. But all right, you have a good day, man. I'm good.
Yeah. Can I help you with anything else?
Nah.
Kudos to the supervisor for being a much better officer than Sergeant Mike. We hope the auditor slaps him with a bunch of complaints.
All right, man. You have a good day, man. I'm out of here. That's it. Good?
I'm fine. I was just watching you record somebody get something out of a vending machine.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's not the point. It's just them. They're law enforcement.
Yeah.
I like to record them.
Now, the auditor hasn't posted any updates regarding the complaint, but he sure got humbled on camera by a law-abiding citizen. While this sergeant was exposed pretty badly, this next ridiculed the captain and mayor in front of everyone.
I am in a public.
Commissioners.
I don't have to respect them.
You can't disrespect them.
I could disrespect them if I want as well. It's called
can't
First
disrespect
Amendment.
them.
Time, place, and manner.
This is my.
I'm explaining to you.
Get your face out of my face.
No, get your hand out of my face.
You came up to me.
Get your hand
Your
out of my
hands
face.
are in his
Yeah,
face, sir.
listen,
Your hands are in his
Disrupting
face.
the
Union City's Mayor Brian Stack and police captain were attending a council meeting when they were interrupted by activist Leroy Truth, who had been widely criticizing the mayor and criminally charged for speaking out.
The first comedy piece. It's basically a criminal charges towards Leroy here. And thank you for joining us today. Appreciate your time. I'm not allowed to. Well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Sir, you're disrupting.
With purpose to harass another, make or cause to be made communication or communications in a manner likely. This is a public document. First of all.
This gentleman to his seat.
To cause annoyance or alarm, specifically. This is my time.
He told you you can't read the paper.
I don't care what he
It's a
said.
limited form. You have to care because it's a limited form.
What does that mean?
It's under the OPMA rules. You have to sit down.
So I can't read.
That's a legal proceeding that's going on with that.
So.
Leroy's friend was reading the criminal complaints filed against him by Mayor Stack. Leroy had been posting memes on Facebook about the mayor, and the mayor actually charged him for it.
You can't talk about it.
They literally told him what he could talk about, what he can't. That's
So I can't talk about his public charges? Okay, then we'll talk about something else. I mean, look at his body language right there, how awkward that is. Okay, so Brian Stack is exaggerating and lying in order to file false charges and exaggerated charges against Leroy, against his free speech and his criticism of the mayor. As you just saw, like, what is that about? I can't speak about. I'm gonna be, arrested if I can continue to read it? They're basically your words, by the way. I was reading your words. So okay, this is.
The corrupt mayor was being humiliated, but it was only the beginning, as plenty worse was about to come.
This isn't appropriate for discussion here.
Why? What's not appropriate?
I don't know if this is a litigation.
So?
You have to comment on something on the agenda or.
No, it's public comment. This is my. So okay. Let me keep it more general then. I invite Leroy. Please continue to join me in the city hall as often as you want. Whether you want to come every 2 weeks, every week, and if they arrest you for harassment, that's un-American and that's wrong. The pretend police chief Anthony Ficini got his feelings hurt, so he decided to file charges against you. And that, I think, is wrong. The pretend police chief, Anthony Ficini, maybe someone could call him a ambulance. He got upset that you were posting cartoons.
Now, it is great to see some people still worry about the First Amendment, and this brave man continued to lash out at the corrupt mayor and his confidants.
You're basically proving our point right here, how it's basically some communist dictatorship where Mayor Mao Zedong Brian Stack dictates. First of all, there's another issue of the lawyer over here misuses tax dollars and is basically working as the mayor's political advisor, which is not your role. You shouldn't be stopping people from criticizing the mayor. Your role is only to stop lawsuits and to advise them on the law, not to be his personal political.
The mayor might have wondered if this was the end of it all, but Leroy was about to take the stage with a hilarious award he had for the mayor.
Well, Mayor Stack, now I have a surprise for you. And you probably don't expect this from Leroy Truth, but because this is a night of awards and presentations, I have a special award for you, Mayor. Now, this award has never been given out in the history of the United States of America. And Mayor Stack, as you know, and are you going to do your same old, song and dance, ignore the public again? It's a shame. You should resign. But I'm going to give you this award anyway, because you've earned this. Now, I first came here, Brian, December 1st, 2024. And it's a day that will live in infamy for your life. Because since then, I've been now investigating over 2,137 allegations of corruption. Now, it reminds me a lot of your very good friend and mentor, Senator Bob Menendez, who was found guilty on all counts. So you know what that means for you, Mayor Stack? You thought you were untouchable. Well, he was a hell of a lot more powerful than you. So you may be the next indicted, who knows?
As expected, Brian's attorney spoke up and invited the law enforcement officers to deal with Leroy physically.
Well, I will tell you, since you have become mute again, apparently, your mother would not be proud. And this award was earned, excuse me, I have a First Amendment right, and I am not, you're disrupting me. You are hurting my First Amendment rights right now. Excuse me, I'm talking, this is my 5 minutes. No, I don't have to respect anybody. This is my 5 minutes.
You gotta get your time back.
No.
Reclaim your time.
This is not harassment. Step back. No, there is no statute or law that says have to be behind the podium. There is no statute or law.
The officers thought they could deal with him easily, but they had no clue what was about to happen to them.
I am in a
Disrespect
public.
the commissioners.
I don't have to respect them.
You can't disrespect them.
I could disrespect them if I want as well. It's called
can't
First
disrespect
Amendment.
them.
Now I need to give him his award now.
This is a limited forum.
No.
On the OPMA, you need to step back.
No, I
step
do.
back.
No, I do not
Step back
need
or your
to.
time will be eliminated.
No, I do not need to step back. First Amendment. I could be anywhere. There is no statute or law. You name the statute or law that says I have to be. I don't care what they say.
You're disrupting the meeting. Step up.
They are disrupting my time. I want my time back too.
Behind the, you're gonna
No,
get arrested if you don't step back.
I do not have. You give me the statute that says I have to step back.
You're disrupting the meeting.
I am talking. I
not
cannot
gonna
be
discuss this
disrupting the
anymore.
meeting when I'm speaking.
You're disrupting the meeting. Disrupting the meeting.
I am speaking. I cannot be disrupting the meeting while I am speaking.
yelling at me right now.
You're disrupting my time right now. You're disrupting the meeting. You? Actually, you're not talking to me. You're being very good. But you are disrupting my time right now. So you need to stand down and let me and protect my First Amendment rights. That's what you need to do.
I'll protect it if you get behind the podium.
No,
Speak
I
from
don't
there.
need to be behind the podium. There is
Obviously,
no.
when you stand over here, you disrupt the meeting. So you need to get back there. Come on.
I am in a public area here. So I'm going to give Mayor Stack this very special award now.
The officer had no right to escort him out of a public building, but what happened next was downright abysmal.
I am.
All right, then I'm gonna have to arrest you.
I do not have
You
to.
want to get arrested? Is that what you want?
No, I do not want to get arrested.
All right,
But
that's
I want to
you're
exercise.
disrupting the meeting. This is a limited forum.
No,
There's
you are
certain rules
disrupting
here.
Time, place,
me.
and manner.
This is
Rules
my.
here. I'm explaining to you.
Get your face out of my face.
No, get your hand out of my face.
You came up to me.
Get your hand
Your
out of my
hands
face.
are in his face, sir.
Get your hand on my
Your
face.
hands are in his
Disrupting
face.
the meeting.
De-escalate. Your hands are in my face.
I'm de-escalating. You're not listening.
You're not de-escalating.
You have
You're not
disrupted
You're escalating.
my 5 minutes.
You're not listening.
You've
I'm going to tell
disrupted
you
my
one
5
more
minutes.
time. They told you were disrupting the meeting. Either you sit down or get behind the
Place
No
and
one,
manner.
Are you gonna
everyone,
go behind it?
everyone has
Are
protected
you
my
going to
rights.
go behind the podium?
I don't have to go behind the
You're
podium.
disrupting the meeting. I'm telling you right now,
This
you're
is
disrupting
my
the meeting.
5
Arrest
minutes.
him.
Your time is already expired,
Turn
sir,
around.
so you're gonna have to go. Your time is
Hey, don't strong arm me. I'm not going to resist. I'm not going to resist. Here, take that. I am being arrested for exercising my First Amendment right here in Union City, New Jersey. Mayor Stack has commanded they arrest me. Don't strong arm me.
The idiot cops proceeded to arrest him for only exercising his First Amendment rights. Leroy was now being removed from the building, but he continued to vent out against these corrupt goons.
So these are the cops who broke the 100% track record of. And what? Hey, you can tell them to stand down, right? The commissioners, that's a joke. They are not to be respected. They are disrespectable.
This is Brian Stack's Communist America right here.
Yep, look at this. An independent journalist gets arrested for during his 5 minutes, and a captain says, I'm disrupting the meeting when he disrupts the meeting.
These are the mindless anti-American goons right here.
There's moralists and conformists. Conformists will do whatever they are told, regardless of what is right. That's what the captain and Murrow. You know better. You can stand down. You don't have to do this, Murrow.
This is a
But
communist.
Captain, you're so wrong, buddy. And you're going to lose your qualified
There's
immunity
no
here. You
law about
understand
standing
that, right?
behind the podium.
You're going to use your qualified immunity, your pension.
This is a man of limited intelligence. He does what he's told.
Right as he walks past the American flag.
The American flag means nothing to these people.
The police captain made a joke out of himself doing this illegal arrest, and there is a reason people are starting to hate these cops.
Disgusting.
We
He
saw
wants
the
a
low- we saw
promotion.
the low
Keep
quality.
yawning.
We saw the low quality captain there caused the
You gonna
disturbance.
arrest me
He
for
got
my
in your
freedom of
face.
speech, too?
He got loud with you. He caused the disturbance.
And he said I was disrupting the meeting.
No.
Well, he literally disrupted the
Right.
meeting while I'm talking during
He's
my 5
literally-
minutes.
Right. It's insane.
How often do you arrest people for speaking? You gonna arrest me too for speaking?
Disrespectful to the to.
No, not you.
No, not me.
How do you
You're
sleep at night?
disgusting.
You're disgusting.
You're going to lose your qualified immunity.
This was only the beginning of this captain's insults, which continued to pour on.
I think you are a man of limited intelligence, and I don't like you. Is that derogatory? Yes.
Not enough. He's a pig.
That is derogatory. I think you're an order follower and you're not intelligent. And because Brian
You're
Stack and
disgusting.
that,
You're a pig, bro. You're a pig.
because
you-
Brian
you-
Stack and that
You took an oath to
mobster.
the Constitution of the United States of America. You don't honor your oath. You take an oath. What? You just want the paycheck?
This is the
Yep. He says yep. He says yep.
Mobster mentality right here.
Or you just follow orders.
I think you guys are police.
I think you're a bully. He's the one in cuffs. He's the one in cuffs. You're the one
We didn't
pointing his
get-
face, yelling at him, don't disrespect him.
We didn't
You're
get
the
in your
bully.
face. See,
You have the badge, you have the gun, you have the monopoly on violence. You're a bum then and you're a bum now.
and that's accurate. That's not defamation.
It's disgusting.
The corrupt captain was humiliated and taken to the cleaners by the auditors and Leroy himself. Poor Leroy was taken to jail and is currently facing multiple charges only for criticizing the captain and the mayor. This is not something you would expect from a free country, and we can only hope that he gets justice soon. Nothing would top this embarrassment, but these next tyrants turned out to be even bigger clowns.
You work here in your name, sir?
Right here. How can I help you, buddy?
How do you spell right here? Is it... See what happens when you lie? What's done in the dark always comes to the light, man.
Auditor Sean Paul went inside the Nassau County Corrections Facility, but he had no clue he would be meeting some of the biggest dummies inside.
Hi, who are you, sir? You work here in your name, sir?
Right here. How can I help you, buddy?
How do you spell right here? Is it T-H-E-R-E? No, you said your name was right here, so I'm just trying to... How do you spell that, sir?
Can you answer the question? What are you doing?
Can I get your name and badge number? That would be very helpful to me right now, sir.
It's on my uniform.
I can't read that, sir. It's all scrunched up there.
All right, we'll be back.
Take care. Yeah. Have a good day.
This officer might have forgotten it's obligatory for a law enforcement officer to identify himself, but Sean was about to have some deja vu.
Is it?
What's your name and badge number, sir?
It's right on my shirt.
Right on your shirt. Does the sheriff department here in Nassau County have a problem with like identifying themselves? Is it like an issue?
It's right there.
I understand, but you know, it's...
I don't know who you are. Do you have a visit? That's my question.
Do I have a visit with who?
With an inmate. Do you have a scheduled visit?
Do I have a scheduled visit? Maybe. So is there no phones beyond this point or beyond the metal detector?
There's no cell phones in the building.
Oh, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna. I'll be sure to turn it off when I'm in the building. No problem.
You're not. No, there's no cell phones in the building. No cell phones. Period.
She just had it. You don't know if she has one or not. How do you tell if somebody has a cell phone or not?
They'll send it back to her car.
Okay. But before then, you're allowed to have a cell phone. Before the metal detector.
I didn't see a cell phone. I didn't ask her for one. There's no cell phones in the building. So the previous lady just before her, I had to go back to the car with her. So in your inmate information with the CC number, and you can go put commissary money on it. Yeah.
So there's no cell phones allowed.
Not in the building.
The officer denied any cell phone beyond this point, but he was about to be exposed for his lies in no time.
Hey, deputy, I just happened to see her with a cell phone, you know. How does she have a cell phone if there's no cell phones beyond this point? I would just hate for you to like be selectively enforcing some arbitrary rules against me because of who I am or because you don't like me or whatever the case may be, or you hate transparency, because you said there's no cell phones beyond the point where you're standing, but yet that woman just walked out with a cell phone in her hand.
Probably check her first into a locker.
Oh, okay, so I could check it into a locker. That's great. Oh, that's good information. I wish you'd have told me about before. Excuse me, deputy. I appreciate it. Like, I could check it into a locker.
You don't have. Where are you going?
Commissary, I told you that already. I could check this into a locker, you said.
Wonder why these law enforcement officers hate transparency and basically everyone carrying a camera. However, Sean wasn't going to be intimidated by this liar.
I will. You don't ask anybody. I'm just gonna go over here and I'll check it into a locker. Not a problem. See what happens when you lie? What's done in the dark always comes to the light, man. You lied. You lied. You said no cell phones.
100%.
Okay, but you didn't give me the option to check it into a security. Okay.
What does it say?
Right.
You need me to read that to you like you didn't read my name badge?
Oh, you can read me whatever you want.
No cell phones allowed in Records Bureau.
Right.
Records Bureau is where you're going.
Okay, great.
No cell phones.
So there's a locker though. You missed that part. Gotcha. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, Sean took a few more steps before he was approached by yet another deputy, and this time he appeared even more delusional.
Yes, sir. How can I help you? Oh, I'm going to the Records Bureau.
You understand you can't film past the fence line.
Well, no, I'm just going to the Records Bureau, sir.
This isn't a public area.
Well, he said
It's a public lot.
everybody's walking into here. Yes,
This
and
is
I'm here
right.
to see the Records
You
Bureau.
can't film past here. You cannot
Who says
film
that?
inside the
What law is
building.
that?
You cannot film inside the building.
Are you a law enforcement officer?
Yeah, I work here.
Yeah, so it's just, there's a locker, correct, where you put your cell phone? And you can put your things?
There are no lockers.
I was just told that there were lockers.
No, I don't know who told you that, but we just confirmed with the records they did not have lockers up there for people to store their stuff.
Well, I just saw multiple people come in and out with their cell phones, sir.
Okay, I didn't say you can't bring your cell phone in.
Okay.
You cannot film inside the building.
Is it not public? It's not open to the public?
No, it's for business purpose only.
Right, and I'm gonna conduct
You're inside a
business.
correction center.
Right, I'm gonna conduct
Right.
business.
The Nassau County seemed nothing more than a group of liars forming up stuff because they were too afraid of a man with a camera.
Well, yeah, in the restricted areas, I can only imagine that you can't bring it into restricted areas. I don't plan on doing that. I plan on going to see the Records Bureau, which is open to the public. Everybody's been walking in there. Okay?
What type of records you looking for?
I'll let them know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh man, they tried their best.
The area where you cannot film.
What about it?
You are approaching a restricted area where you cannot film.
Who says that?
That area right there is restricted. You cannot film inside that area.
But there's people standing right there.
That area right inside there is restricted. You cannot film inside there.
Okay.
Okay.
It's open to the public though.
That area where that fence is not open to the public.
Where the fence is.
You cannot film inside that area.
I'm not going inside that area. That's not my objective
You're gonna walk
here.
by that. I'm making sure that you do not point your phone into that area to film.
Well,
The sheriff's deputy was once again making up stuff, and it was time that Sean gave him one last shut-up call.
so you can look at it, but you can't film it.
Correct.
You can't record it, but you can look that way, right?
If you could see it, you could see it, yeah, but you can't intentionally.
So you ever heard if you could see it, you can film it, that you can't trespass your eyes? Have you ever heard that, sir?
They're gonna let you in as soon as they're ready for you.
Oh, sure, no problem. Thanks, sir. Appreciate that. Let's make sure we film the restricted area over here just to prove our point. Absolutely ridiculous.
Sean ended up going inside the restricted area and did indeed film everything he wanted to. Surely these three deputies proved to be huge dummies and exposed their dumbness to the public. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw cases where law enforcement officers were owned and humiliated by the general public. It is appalling to see these cops having poor knowledge of the law and getting owned by the people. However, it does prove that the people of America still care about the Constitution and will continue to fight for it. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking these videos, and also make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video right here.